He's not always judging other survivors, but when he is, he's usually wearing a crappy hat. He is the world's most self-righteous survivor. Or no, wait, he isn't. This guy is. In case you didn't recognize who he is, that is Morgan from The Walking Dead, Series 8 of figures. This one I did get in the package, so I can show you how he looks in the package and how the package looks itself. Now, on the back here, we get some photos of the entire series, except for the 2-pack. Here we have Carol, she's a GameStop exclusive. Rick, I did a review of him, check it out. Eugene, he's extremely hard to find. Morgan, that's this guy here. And Dale, I did a review of him. Tyrese, he's a Target exclusive, so I'm not intending on ever seeing him ever. Here's Bob. He is another rarity, mainly because they packed him like one per case. Anyway, here's the front, and we get a nice image that says Morgan, AMC TV series, and nothing really else. Then we move on. We can see him in the package. Mine has a big piece of tape there that goes in front of his eyes, but it doesn't matter because he had the best paint of the ones there. Here we have an image that says, "The new world's gonna need Rick Grimes," and that was in the show. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's on the packaging. So also this says 12 plus. I'm pretty sure I just saw one that said 13 plus. So yeah, they're getting more kid friendly. How do you like that? It's always so hard to get them out. There we go. And now we can review the backpack. That would be boring. Gotta get the figure out first. Now, it has a rubber piece across his midsection, which is always a bother for me. So, if you didn't want to see me fiddle with this for the next 10 seconds, you might want to skip 10 seconds. Never mind, it got in a few seconds. Okay, he's out. Now his gun is out. His staff is out. And now, come on, baby. Tape. Like I've suggested in the past, it would be great if we could just get gravity holding these things in. Anyway, I noticed that there is not a ball joint in there. So that means they have a different process for switching heads. Can't wait to see that. And right out of the package, we get a fairly nice figure from the looks of it. Now, Morgan has been going through a lot of trouble lately, and I am no longer a fan of his. At first, I was really a fan of his, and I thought the figure is going to be great, I'm going to buy it up. And I didn't decide to buy it up immediately because the TV show started showing him a little, I don't know, like a bit of a judgy person. Sort of like Dale. So as you've seen in the beginning here, I kind of feel that they are both a little self-righteous. But anyway, I don't think that counts as a spoiler, so let's move on to the figure. I think I will do the head swap first. First, let's go over the paint and sculpt. Focus, camera. Yeah, look at that. It's definitely got the look of Lenny James, I think his name is. And it's got this hood on here that sort of goes around here. It's separate pieces, I can tell. Yeah, and it has a peg that goes into the back of his neck here. Very nice. Removable. And then we get his hair. A nice profile view. His ears. And his hairline. Very nice. Very good texture put into his hair. Very nice. And yeah, I think this looks like him a lot. I think it has a few paint problems, but nothing as bad as some of the Rick figures have gotten. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how the head swap works, though. I got a pull, and there it comes off. And as you can see, this doesn't usually happen. The ball joint stays in there, and then you swap on the new head. And let's push that on there. The other head looks a little smaller, which it should be bigger than the other head. See that? Yeah. Huh. I don't know. And now we get the face mask sculpt here. Kind of looks like Jason Voorhees here. Yeah. I could definitely see him as some sort of serial killer. There's this side view. And it's got a nice dark black paint for the glass part of the mask here. And then a lighter blackish gray for the overall mask. Then the strap goes all around there. The paint on his hair doesn't seem to be too consistent though. As you can see here, the light brown is seeping through the dark brown. I'm not sure if that is how his hair looks, so I don't know. Let's see how it looks with the hood on, because I believe we have not seen him with just the mask on. But hey, that looks nice. You could totally pretend he's a different character when he looks like that. He looks like he's that serial killer in I don't know, every movie ever made. Well, let's switch out his head again while I go over the weapons with him. Just because this is definitely Morgan and this is Jason Voorhees. It doesn't look like he has a very open hand, so getting this gun in his hand will be a problem. So please stand by while I squeeze this in here. And yeah, it fits in pretty well. Spoke too soon. It doesn't want to stay in. Very tight. The handle is big and his hands are tiny. Doesn't make for a good... Yeah. It looks like he can only hold this one-handedly though, because much like the other jacketed figures, unlike the new Rick figure, he can't really get a 90-degree bend unless... No, this arm can. Can we bend past... There we go. Yeah, but he still can't... Don't expect any two-handed grips on this figure. Because, yeah, he can't really spin his arm around to a double hand holding position. Yeah. Well, guys, I think that's the best you're gonna get him to hold that machine gun. But I just saw a movie where a guy was shooting one-handedly with a machine gun, so yeah, he works for that, and that looks pretty cool. Straight up, man. Okay. Now here's his staff, which he uses like exclusively in the show. I don't think this is from the comics. Yeah, this whole idea here of him being a ninja and all that, that's just from the TV show. But he holds that well in this hand, and the other hand looks really tiny. See that? Yeah, I'm not sure if I can stick it in there without causing some sort of breakage of something. Very tight. And there we go. Yeah, it fits in, guys. How you like that? Okay, let's get a double-handed pose here. There we go. His arms are a bit of an articulation problem. Very tight, and doesn't seem like we're going to get him out of very many dynamic poses with this, but single-handedly he's pretty good. I wish they gave him the thicker joint like Rick here has from the same series of figures. See how it's... Yeah. And then he can make a easy arm bend there. But Morgan, unfortunately, does not have the same articulation. The staff looks nice in his hands, though. You can get some good one-handed poses and a few good double-handed poses. Yeah, I think that looks really nice, yeah. Okay, other than that, he does come with a backpack. Now I'm not sure, I'm gonna first see if I can have the backpack on and the hoodie. Okay, now as you can see here, it has a strap on the left side of the backpack, bottom left, and that goes into there and out. So that makes it easier for putting it around his shoulders. Okie doke. I do believe the Eugene figure also comes with a backpack, but I've heard complaints about that backpack. Well, this is very tight on him. Where is the... Oh, there we go. I don't think this backpack is going to stay on him long, just because... Yeah, it's very tight. Well, I don't think I can actually get this... Nope. Kind of... There we go. It is fully on. And the hoodie can be on with it. How you like that, guys? Nice sculpt on the backpack. Let me... Yeah. Very nice sculpt. Rather bland paint job. It's just like dark green with a black wash over it, but I don't suppose there's much else they could do with that. There's the straps around his shoulders. And here's what he looks like with it on only, without the hood. Yeah, I think that looks nice. He can hold his staff and have his backpack on. Well, this guy is definitely, I like the way he poses with the staff, so that's a pretty good positive thing there. The backpack, though, I'm not a fan of. It's very tight to get on. If they made it a little bit looser, like Abraham's from the comic. Abraham's backpack, yeah. And then, since we've gone over that, let's go over the sculpt and paint of the machine gun. Now, this is a new sculpt from the looks of it. We have had similar guns, though. So, yeah. I'm glad they didn't just reuse, though, because it's kind of lazy. And it does have a tinier handle than the usual one, but still it's kind of thick compared to Morgan's tiny hands. There's a nice silver wash over black paint, but that's all the paint we get on that. And then there's nice sculpted wood grains in or on the staff. Let's see if you guys can see that. Oh. It's very tiny detail. There we go. Can you see that? Oh, beautiful. It actually looks like wood. I'm not sure if this is what his looks like, though, because, I don't know, it looks like his staff's changed. Like, at one point, it looked like it was whittled in the middle or something. Yeah. And then later, in one of the episodes, it looks like it was sharp on one end, because he was, like, stabbing zombies in the head with it. Yeah. Seemed like it was sharp like a steak. Yeah. But let's go over the hoodie here, the separate piece. It's got a nice tan with a dark wash over it, and then nothing painted on the inside. There's the tab that pops into the back. Very nice indeed. Anyway, on to the overall sculpt. We get a nice jacket here. Very nicely sculpted, lots of little creases and wrinkles. However, there appear to be tiny little chips. I'm not sure if that's a manufacturing problem, like those, or if that's just like his shirt has rips in it. I'm going to say that it's because the shirt's supposed to have like little rips in it. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably intended. But very nice. Very good little details put in there. And his arms are very nicely sculpted too, up here. Yeah, not very many figures you can see the sculpt on, because they always have dark jackets and stuff. This guy's got very light clothing, so all the sculpt and little details can be seen very well. He's got nicely sculpted armor on his legs. He's got straps on the back. And then his shoes are just basically regular shoes, except for one side has a little bit of blood on the laces. The other doesn't. Very nice variations, actually. Dark gray for here, then a brown color for the other part of the shoe. At first I thought his laces were supposed to be red, but no, that's blood. Yeah. Or maybe it is the laces and this one's just not painted. I don't know. He's got sort of a scarf in there that's sculpted. It would have been nice if we got that as like a separate piece, though. I feel like I don't think he walks around with that scarf on for too long. Anyway, now let's go over articulation, because I'm pretty sure this is where this guy's going to have trouble. Head's got pretty good 360 spin there. It can look back, like up, a fair amount. Yeah, if he's looking up at a giant's nuts, I guess you could imagine that. Then looking down, yeah, he can look down pretty good too. Got great head pivot there, like side-to-side movement. And then he's got not the greatest arm articulation. It doesn't go to a right angle there, but I suppose that doesn't matter. It does 360 spin on each arm, of course. Then at the elbow, it's kind of tight. Not as bad as Dale's from this series, because Dale had a really... It's the way that he was sculpted that inhibited him, whereas this guy's, it seems like there's a tightness in the joint that's causing trouble. And then this plastic here is a little hard, so you can't really make it bend more. So yeah, there just feels like there's some sort of sabotage going on here. Yeah, but he can't get his arm up to a 90 degree quite, so posing with rifles is a trouble, especially a problem since he does come with a rifle, so it's like he's intended to have a rifle. Now this is an extra long review because it's a new series figure. If you want to see a short review, I've got many of those. And then this arm goes a little further than the other one. It does 360 spin, of course, on both sides. Then he's got spin at the wrist. It doesn't look like he has it at the base. No, he does. Two different places. He has a 360 spin on the wrist. Then he can do the dice roll hand and the scratching at a wall hand. Very nice. Then as for the leg articulation, immediately he is inhibited by his long jacket. It definitely keeps him from getting in a sit-down position, which will come into a problem when you try to fit him in a vehicle. Yeah. So kicking out to the side, can't really do that. So no splits for him. He's not going to be Johnny Cage. Nope. And then knee bend, not the greatest, but not bad. And then he can spin there too. When you bend his knee, this pad does stick out, and it gives me the idea that that might break off if you're not careful. Anyway, foot, there is a little bit of rotation, no pivot or anything. A little bit of rotation on both sides. And that's pretty much all the articulation we get on him. So yeah, articulation is a bit of a falling down for him, which is a problem, especially since he is sort of a ninja type character, I guess. I don't know, the Ninja Turtles had a guy who used a staff. He has a staff, so yeah, why not? He's a ninja. Let's pull out the vehicle. This is a Jurassic Park vehicle, and I use it to sort of showcase how their articulation works. See if they can actually get in a sit-down driving position. Now, this is probably not going to work for this guy. Let's see. Not really. He can't even touch to the seat there. So, yeah. If you want him driving a vehicle, you're going to have to, like, saw off part of his jacket. Which is a bit of a disappointment because, I don't know, it seems like Morgan should really be able to articulate a lot. May have to, like, get him an entirely different sculpted upper half and attach it to the legs. Which is probably what I'm going to try doing. I don't know. He also has sculpted fingerless gloves on. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah. Weird. Mine has like an excess piece of plastic in his hand, and it's white. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say for this figure. The paint's pretty good. The sculpt is really good. The articulation is his falling down, definitely. But when it comes to accessories, he does get some pretty good ones. I mean, what could you ask for Morgan other than a staff, his backpack, an extra head, the hoodie, and a machine gun, which he probably never used. Anyway, make sure to check out my other reviews, guys. I did a review of an episode, and you will see what I think about Morgan there. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.